Hey guys, a section of bounds here. What a card. We cashed 13 units, but a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of frustration. This card was filled with a lot of chances for the night to go really bad. I don't know what else to say. It's 3:30 in the morning. Where I'm at right now. I'm gonna have a few snacks probably and then go to bed. I don't know. We'll see. What a night. Let's get into the fights though. We'll address them each one by one, and then we'll give a who I think they should fight next. So, okay. So we have look at all these cancellations. That's a lot of cancellations. So we had Elvis Brenner versus Zabara Tukagov. We had a split decision. This was a robbery. Was it the worst of the night? No, but it was pretty close, in my opinion. The reason I say it wasn't the worst robbery was because Zabara Tukagov in round one, I thought he looked pretty good. He looked sharp. Round two, um, that could be up and left for interpretation. I mean, I think he won, but he got hit with some good shit. Um, then the third round, it was more so competitive. I'd like to give the third round to Brenner. So 2-1, if not 3-0, Zubara. But again, the judge didn't see it that way, and I don't blame them because although Zabara was landing effective shots and the more effective shots, it wasn't as noticeable um, to everyone. Like obviously, to some people, it's going to be noticeable, but some isn't noticeable. Um, and in this situation, it isn't noticeable. Um, Zabara Tukagov, he's he's on the fade list for sure. I said in the earlier prediction that I wasn't gonna put a lot on him, and I did not do it. But as the week went on, I started getting more and more comfortable with the idea of playing him, and I ended up playing him a good amount, and that cost me a good amount, and I'm really, really sorry that I played him. Again, I'm not using things for reference. I'm using them as my base, and I have to, you know, trust my own gut, because if I would have trusted my own gut, I might have had the dog here. You never know. But I don't know, man. This is a fight that I can't say like, oh, I should have done. It is just what it is with this one. 0-1 starting the card. But yeah, moving on. We had Blake Builder taking on Shane Young. Uh, Blake Builder had a shutout performance. He absolutely dominated Shane Young in the boxing. The grappling, he looked great too. I just feel like he was a better fighter in general. Shane Young is terrible. I say it. I've said it 1,000 times. He's not good. Some people, again, people who I take as reference, were talking me like really into Shane Young, and it wasn't like everyone, but like some people were, and they had valid points, but I had better points, and I just trusted theirs over mine. It just is what it is, That's kind of how it is with this. Sometimes you just gotta take a risk, and this is when the risk bit me in the butt. I had money on Builder, I had my prediction on Builder, but I just didn't, put that what I wanted to put into the bet. It is what it is, though. Builder wins dominantly. Great performance. Oh yeah, I forgot. Who does Zabar Chukagov face at 145? Um, he missed weight too, so let's see who Zabar should fight. I don't even know. Is this even his weight class? Is this even his weight class? Zubara. It's lightweight, so he's a lightweight fighter. Okay, and he fought at featherweight. Okay, okay. So, and then last year, holy crap, when was the last time he fought? Oh, he beat Ramos. Yeah, that's right. That was back in 2020. That's crazy. That's so long ago. Man, I should have saw this coming. It is what it is. So I think we should give him a 155 fight because he doesn't look like he's doing too well at 145. Definitely didn't have that energy. But yeah, let's see who he should be fighting next. Uh, it's funny, I can't find Zabara anywhere. Is he not here? Well, if he chooses to come back in to this weight class, I think a good fight for him would be Kizel Costa or uh maybe I don't know, Mike Breeden type. I don't know. Uh Brenner should be fighting. Brenner should definitely be fighting someone like Gennaro Valdez or maybe a Michael Figlak, something like that. Um Someone, like, give him a striker. I think that would be a good matchup for him. Nice, entertaining fight. Now let's see who Mr. Builder will fight next. I think he's bantamweight. Nope, he's featherweight. Alrighty. About Builder will be. I think a good fight for Mr. Builder would be. Um. Dan Argueta or Lucas Alexander, maybe. These are some fun fights. Uh. I don't think that. Yeah, I think that would probably be best. If not, maybe like a Chase Hooper matchup. I don't know. Someone in this area probably be best. Um, yeah. I'm gonna ignore my phone. Sorry. We got Loma Luke Bone versus Elise Reed. Well, Loma did what I want to say what I thought she'd do, but she didn't do that. She actually did more than I thought she would. She got a submission against a girl who defended all the attempts from Corey McKenna. Really weird, eh? Um, I don't know how she lost that fight. Um, Loma Luke Mooney is the real deal. She's the truth, and she proves it tonight. Rear naked choke in the second round. Uh, yeah, you gotta love it, man. She killed any over 1.5 plays that you guys may have had. Um, Definitely liked how I love watching her fight, but she does make some errors that is just a little frustrating sometimes. Like when she gave up Mount in the first round, that was really ridiculous. But everyone makes mistakes. It is what it is. I said like, and I said I'd stop looking at my phone, but my homie OG just messaged, so I had to check for the homie. But yeah, Loma got the job done. Really happy for her. 8 unit max cashed. Really, really happy about that. Um, but yeah, great, great, great performance. Moving on, Jack Jenkins versus Don Shanis. Okay, so we had Jack Jenkins, and he was looking amazing in that first round. Absolutely amazing, like a world beater. He was mixing the combos, going out body, head. He was looking great. And somewhere along the line, he started grappling a lot. And he found himself in a lot of positions where he shouldn't have found himself. Like for example, he got mounted at one point. Um he ended the round in a bad position. And then in the third round he almost gets his arm broken from a Kimura that he didn't even address. Yeah, he just doesn't have the greatest of grappling fight IQ. I don't think he's as good as I thought he was, and I think his striking is probably the best attribute he has. Um, and I don't think it's going to carry him that far. He also has this thing about him where he says he breaks the guy's leg every time he leg kicks them. I don't think it's true because like Sheamus, I mean, I could be wrong and I could look stupid, but Sheamus looked like he was all right to me. I don't think he was like screaming in agony. Like he probably limping, but most people limp after kicks. Like man, they hurt. But yeah, I don't think anything was broken. I think he just exaggerates it, and I think I fell into that trap where he's saying, "Oh, I got like people with broken legs." It's like, man, that's no, I don't believe that. Maybe he broke one or two, but I don't know about all four of them. But yeah, guys, Jack Jenkins got the win. I knew he would. A little sweaty at times, but the fact that it was sweaty with Don Shanis really makes me worry with him in his future. But he got the win regardless. So let's see. Sorry, let's see first who Mr. Luke. Where are we? Featherweight. Okay, we can look for Jack. Let's see where Jack's next opponent should be. Jack, I think another good opponent for you would be if Duho Choi wants a quick turnaround, that would be fun. If not, we could do maybe Charles Rosa, nice veteran. Maybe even a Steven Peterson type. I don't know. I think those would be fun fights. And then next is Loma. Loma fought at 115. So Loma will now move to up here. I think a next good fight for her would be either. Oh, so Killer's Row up ahead. I like her chances against Emily Ducote. I like her chances against Jessica Penne. Um, I'd say if you're trying to feed her to the wolves, give her Yasmin Urague or Piera. I think another tough matchup, but good matchup for her could be Ariane Conalosi. That would be a fun one. I think that's the range of opponents she should be looking at. I don't think the top 10 is quite where she's at yet. But yeah, she's really, really good. She's improving constantly. Love watching her fight. Great performance from Loma. And yeah. Next up, we had Jamie Malarkey versus Francisco Parado. This was an interesting fight. Not exciting, but interesting. Jamie Malarkey just did a technical, beautiful performance and scored a nice unanimous decision. Francisco Prado just had literally no output. All flash, like he had nothing really to support him. Like he wasn't looking very good at all. Um, I think Malarkey did really well. I don't like his potty call it. I don't think he's gonna get it. And yeah, I just think Jamie's just a serviceable fighter, and I will pick him most of the time, but there's a lot of fights where I don't think he's gonna win, and I'm happy he got this one done. Good win for Jamie. At 155, his is a little more stacked of a division, so he's in a bit of a more tricky position, especially with most of the guys have already beat him. So with that win, he shouldn't really move that much farther up. I think a nice matchup with Fair Zion would be cool. Uh, Definitely don't want to give McKinney that fight. He needs to recover still. Um, Maybe Matt Frivola. That's a good fight. Um, Vince Pichel, guys like that, I think would really make a good style matchup for him. I think guys like Mark Madsen would really like kill his height. But maybe never know how it could go. Um, yeah, I'm excited to see who they give him next. If it was up to me, I'd give him Matt Frivola. Moving on, we had Clayton Rodriguez taking on Shannon Ross. I'm sorry, man. Shannon is just too not like he's too fragile for the UFC, man. And Clayton is an animal. And if you can't take shots from Clayton, then you're not cut out for the UFC, man. Clayton is no power puncher, but he can pack a punch if that makes sense. Clayton Rodriguez is a beast. Definitely love watching him go. I think Shannon Ross should be cut from the UFC. And Clayton Rodriguez, I do think you should get a more challenging opponent, especially when you're missing weight. Not a good look. I think he should be punished for that. And by the way you could do that is trying to find it. Um, where is it? So who was that again? It was Clayton. Yeah, it was Clayton. Oh no, that's why we're in bantamweight. Yeah, I think Clayton should go against. I think a good matchup for him would be either Jimmy Flick or Nate Maness, maybe. David Dvorak also could be a good one. I don't know if he's ready for that though yet. Good win though from Clayton. Great win. Moving on, we had Joshua Cooleybow taking on Melsik Bagdasaryan. I was on Joshua all week. I thought he was more well-rounded, and he proved it. Great performance from Cooleybow. Not looking great in round one, but he was still, making it somewhat competitive. Um, I definitely rock with Cooleybow. Love watching him. I do think he'll have more issues as he gets up in the rankings, but for now, I'll keep taking him in these close matchups because I do think he wins most of them. Um, so Coolabao with this win. Oh, so there's Tukagov. He's at 145. Okay. So Chikuga is gonna go down in the rankings big time. Hmm. Um. Uh, hmm. I'm trying to think, man. Like this is a hard one. I'd have to say cool about if I would have to pair you up with anybody, Nate the Train, and that's it. I want to see a rematch with Jourdain or Nate the Train. Fight with Nate the Train. That's all I want to see. Even Julian Erosa would be a good one. But yeah, moving on. We had Tyson Pedro taking on Modestas Bukauskas, our second and only loss of the night. Bukauskas, man, he's found that kill switch he needed in his early career, and yeah, good for him. He definitely looked good out there. Tyson Pedro apparently was injured going into it. I wish I knew. Would have faded him. He wasn't making eye contact, so that should have been my first clue. Definitely gonna pay more attention to weigh-ins next time. Um, yeah, 4 units swing on that, or 9 units, something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, really unfortunate. Um, I want to say like who I think he should go to fight next would be. This is tricky. I would have to say that Modestus should fight. I think he should fight either Maxime Grishin or Ion Kutalaba. Those would be good fights for him. Maybe even Nikolai Nigumanu. Those would be good fights for him. Really, really liking the card though. It was a really, really good card. Really fun card to watch. Especially this fight. Oh, it was stressful, but it was fun to watch. I had Jimmy Crute winning his fight, and he won a draw. I don't see how it was a draw. I mean, I do, but I don't, because I do think Alonzo Manifield was putting on a beating on Crute, but at the same time, Crute was never looking at like he was going to leave the fight. He was always looking for a takedown and got the takedowns. I feel like they don't count takedowns or submissions anymore because Crute was offensively looking for submissions, looking for control, damage, punches. He was constantly working, and they gave him no credit. He got also Manifield got a point deducted in the last round, and Crute got a draw because of it. If he would, and if the he would have lost if he didn't get that point deduction. So really unfortunate. Was hoping for a win here, but no, we got robbed from the judges. It is what it is, though. Moving on, we had Parker Porter, or we had Justin Tafa taking on Parker Porter. I knew he was going to be too much in that first round, and what do you know? He was too much in that first round. Um, what a finish! What a pullback counter! I think Justin Tafa is a scary bad man. I do think he's hit his stride in the heavyweight division. I'm excited to see who he fights next, and definitely be having putting more faith in him next time. Um, if I can see who next, I think they should either run it back or or where's Crude again? He's up there. Yeah, the rematch. Yeah, just rematch. There's no other way around it. Justin Tafa, I think he should fight. First name that came to mind was Tanner Bozer, but I don't know if he's still in the. Yeah, he's still in the UFC. Either Tanner Bozer or Chris Barnett, One of the two. I like that. I like that a lot. Moving on, we had Jack Della Maddalena taking on Randy Brown. Once again, I didn't listen to my gut because of the public and the bad weight cut. Randy Brown is too fragile. I've said it from the start, and Jack Della Maddalena proved it. He took him out in the first round, like I thought he would. I gotta have more faith, man, and just trust my gut. Jack Della Maddalena is the truth. He's a man. He's a machine, and he breaks people. Randy Brown has broken before, and I knew he'd break again. Great performance by Jack Della Maddalena. Truly a future star, and I love watching him. So great performance. If I had my choice, or no, he's welterweight. I think he's welterweight. I think Jack. I think a good fight for Jack next would be D-Rod or um Neil Magny. One of the two. I think those are two would be good fights for him. Maybe no, Kiesa's matched up. And then we can look towards the top 10. Let's go, Jack. Moving on. One of my more proudest moments, Yair Rodriguez wins us by submission, of all things, in the second round. Very, very impressive performance. I knew Josh Emmett was not at that top level. He's just a boxer with some decent wrestling, and he's tough as nails. But Yair Rodriguez is tough too. He's a better striker. He's better at jiu-jitsu, and he proved it here. Yair Rodriguez is a real deal, and he is not to be played around with. I'm really, really happy with it, with his performance. Wish I played him more. I was worried about all the Emmett betters, but again, I gotta just ignore the other side and just do what I know is right. But again, it is what it is, and yeah, I'm pumped to see him fight Volk for the belt. That's his next fight. Next up, we had Islam Makhachev versus Alexander the Great, the GOAT, Volkanovski. He is now one of my top three favorite fighters of all time. Volkanovski does it all. He is the best fighter on the planet. Islam Makhachev did not win that fight. I don't care what you say, he did not win that fight. First round starts off, it was a little shaky. I'd say I'd give that round to Islam just because of the control, because it was so close. Usually controls gets put it taken into account after the damage, and I can't remember what the second one is, but all I know is control is third, and I do think if you're going by by that, I do think he deserves to win the first round. Round two, I gotta go with Volk, just because he yeah, he did get dropped, but he also flash dropped. Islam was all over him. He was constantly on him, piecing him up. And was Islam just being a punching bag? No. He had some really nice pullback counters, some good timing on some shots. But for the most part, Volkanovski stuffed all of them, like most of the shots, got up from every one of them, and wasn't even in remotely close to danger. What opposed to Makhachev, who was on near the he was like he almost got finished in the fifth round, and Volkanovski put a beating on him, won the last round convincingly, and I'm thinking to myself, we got this in the bag. There's no chance we lose this fight. We're in home Aussie, Alexander Volkanovski's home country. Everything's going well. We fought so well. We defended most of the takedowns. We landed the more effective shots. Made Islam's face all black and blue. We had like a scratch maybe if man, it was so frustrating to see Volk get screwed. Because, man, was it the worst robbery I've ever seen? No. Was it a robbery? Yes. I don't care about what you think you saw. Islam did nowhere near compete. Like he did okay on the feet, better than I thought he would, but he is not in the same realm on the feet as Volk. And he is not the same MMA fighter that Volk is. Volk has that dog, Islam does not. Volk does not pull guard, Islam does. And that is why I do not think Islam deserves to win, because if there's 5 more minutes, who knows, Volkanovski could be and new by TKO. But because Islam survived to see that to see the judges' scorecard, we get robbed. He gets lucky, and yeah, that's about it. Not much else I could say. If I had my choice, it'd be immediate rematch, but it's not gonna happen. So I don't know. I'd say if Fiziev wins his fight, fight Fiziev, and if he does not win his fight, then I'd wait for the Beneil and Charles fight, probably. That's probably what I'd do. Again, this is this is my opinion. I don't think it's actually gonna happen, but it would be nice. Anyways, guys, 11-2 on picks. Great card. Cashed over 13 units. We did well. We did what we had to do. A lot of things could have been changed, but it's life, you know. It is what it is. Until next time, guys. We have a nice busy week next week. UFC, BKSC. I think Bellator. We got a lot of stuff on the go. I'll catch you guys next week. Hope you guys like the card. Hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you next time.